there.
Alright.
You haven't left us.
No.
Good. Right, excellent. Okay, I'm just doing some domestics here. Right, okay, so let's do some checks. The electrical power's on. We have to set the trimmers on the controls to the right position for takeoff, which I've just done. And that's the elevator trim. That's right, that's closed, that's shut. That's back, forward, locked, off. Brakes are set. Gears indicating down. Start master's on. All those are hunky-dory. That's looking good. Main fuel cock's on. Gear handles down. And the first thing we do is we pressurise the fuel up to the carburettor with an electric pump. So you'll hear a buzzing in a sec. And that's just pressurising the fuel. That'll be enough. It's just run. So then when that goes forward, then we set the throttle just a little bit. And then what I'm going to do now is squirt some neat fuel into the induction manifold, just to get it started, but this is always a little bit of a black art.
Is this where you normally get the flames coming out?
Exactly, if you cock it up. So you can watch the exhaust and tell me when I've cocked it up. Okay, and I'm just going to turn the radio off just while we start because of the voltage surge on it. Hello. Did you see any flames?
Not like I see from here. I think you must have done it before.
Well, just once or twice. Okay, that's all good. So I'll start warning lights out, oil pressure is up, temperatures are all good, and idle RPM we got. Ready. Okay, just transmitting. Duxford, SpitFire, Sierra Bravo requesting a taxi for local to onboard.
SpitFire, Sierra Bravo. Good afternoon. Thanks for the information. You have readability 5. Taxi on in point Alpha. The runway news 24 left hand. QNH 1020. Report ready for departure.
Alpha 24 left 1020. Okay. SpitFire, Sierra Bravo. Okay, let's go. That's all clear. You happy, Tom?
Yes, mate.
So while we're taxiing, Tom,
Yes.
I'm going to be swinging from left to right. That's not because I can't taxi in a straight line, or at least that's my excuse. We're just checking the areas clear ahead.
Okay.
Because as you can see with this great big nose, you can see not a lot out the front.
Yeah, let's just say this has always been a downfall with a Spitfire. Now I know why.
Yeah.
How long have you been flying these, Richard?
Only a couple of years actually, but you build experience reasonably fast when you're doing these rides because lots of takeoffs and landings.
Yeah.
Whereas historically, people who display them, you know, they haven't been that fortunate because there's been no legal passenger flights. So you know they go and display when someone was paying, but they might only do 4 or 5 hours a year, which really isn't very much to keep current. So the nice thing about doing the passenger flights is you get lots of practice and lots of recency.
And you get paid for it?
No. I'm a registered charity.
Really?
So what we're going to do now is just spin round into wind, and then we'll do have a run.
Echo, Roger, report fine.
Are you mechanically minded, Tom?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, right, okay. So we got 2 ignition systems on this aircraft, or magnetos, and what we do now, I'm going to run it up to about 1,700, 1,800 RPM, and then I'm going to turn each of the magnetos off in turn, because each cylinder's got 2 spark plugs, so we're really just checking the redundancy of the system.
Okay.
And then we also change the pitch on the propeller, so those are just a couple of checks, and we look at the temperatures and pressures. So we've got all the temperatures we need for a run-up. So I'm just checking the brakes are holding as I increase the power. There we are, there's about just over 1700. I'm going to turn one off now, and you'll hear the slight change in engine note, and it drops about 80 RPM. And that's back up, and I'm doing the other one, exactly the same, back up, and I'm going to do the propeller. That gives us a pitch, that's like changing into a coarser gear. Temperatures and pressures got 90, 60 and 100, that's all lovely, and back to 1100. Okay, great, so I'm going to set the park brake and just do some checks before we go. So the trims are all set for takeoff, the throttle friction is as required, the transponder is selected on, the pitch is forward fully fine, pitot head's not required, the magneto switches are 1, 2 on, the main fuel cock's on, the fuel pressure warning light is out, the kind gas primer's screwed in and locked, the contents, we got 30 gallons, that's what we'd expect, carb air filters in operation, booster pump is going on, flaps 1, 2 indicating up, ram flaps as required, ground flight is flight, the DI set up with the runway heading, my hood's closed, let's have a look at your hood, yeah, I'll tell you what Tom,
yes.
Move your seat up, you're sat quite low, so on the right hand side,
runway, land your discretion, the surface wind is 30.
That's it, yeah, and you probably want about an inch between the top of your helmet and the top of the canopy.
That's about right.
Yeah, you've got good visibility forward now, or better visibility, shall we say. My harness is good, and I'm just going to do a full and free on the controls. You're a nice thin guy. Quite often we get to about here and bump into someone's beer gut, but you clearly don't drink.
Lee, I do.
Well, not enough then. Right, okay, and that's the full and free. Good. Are you happy to go?
Yeah.
Alright, let's have a word with air traffic, so we'll just spin it round, and we'll let them know. SpitFire Sierra Bravo, holding at Alpha, ready for departure.
SpitFire Sierra Bravo, roger, put lined up on the pave, it is occupied.
Roger, to call lined up on the paved, Sierra Bravo.
Thanks for the information again, classic wings, 1 radio check taxi, 8 on board, local flight.
Classic wings 1, Alpha 24 left, the QNH 1020 report ready.
Alpha 24 left, QNH 1020, classic wings 1.
Go straight echo to the end and right back to your park.
Yeah, to the end and back to the park.
So we've got a little aeroplane on the runway. Apart from that, it's clear on the left, and we've still got our takeoff clearance to come. So because we can't see ahead, what we don't do is line up on the runway, because then we can't see if he's cleared out the way or not. So I'm just going to point off slightly, and we'll just leave it there. Yes, good. Now we're doing timing wise, yep. So after takeoff, Tom, we make quite a big reduction in power. So you'll notice quite a change in the engine note, and that's nothing to be concerned about at all.
Sierra Bravo, pave runway 24, take off your discretion. The surface wind 29 at 0 degrees, 13 knots.
Take off 24, SpitFire Sierra Bravo. Okay. So
Here we go.
here we go. So I'm going to line up right in the middle of the runway. Yeah. So obviously, because we can't see, we're just using our peripheral vision, keeping the edges in the same place relative to the nose. That's good. Start the stopwatch. Uncage the DI. Come up to 1500. Just have a quick look at the temperatures and pressures. They look lovely. Okay, let's go. How are you doing, Tom?
Having every minute of it.
Lovely job. Okay. So after takeoff, turn the fuel pump off. Temperatures and pressures are all looking lovely. And the boost is set.
Your display at the front the same as the back, or is it slightly more?
Yeah, it's a couple of different things, but it's broadly similar, yeah. Tom, if you want to come on gently on the controls, yeah,
Okay.
so very gently, and just have a gentle feel of them. So just move the control column forward very gently.
Taxi wings 1 lining up.
Yeah, that's fine, and move it back, just get the feel of it, that's lovely. And then move it to the left. Excellent. And roll the wings level.
That is so sensitive.
Yeah, and round to the right. Excellent job. And then roll the wings level again. And we'll just keep climbing straight ahead on that heading. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, so that's super job. And if you look forward into the mirror, mate, there you go. There's both my hands. And I promise you it hasn't got an autopilot. So
Too far hard, take off your discretion. 280 degrees, 180.
it's you in control.
I have control.
Duxford, SpitFire, Sierra Bravo to Cambridge.
SpitFire 0 Bravo 1236, sweet again for your time, bye-bye.
Cambridge, good afternoon again, SpitFire, Sierra Bravo.
SpitFire Sierra Bravo, Cambridge approach, pass your message.
Sierra Bravo, SpitFire out of Duxford, local flight. We're presently 5 miles to the northwest of you, and we'll be operating up to the base of controlled airspace for about 10 minutes, so we'll call you returning to Duxford.
SpitFire Sierra Bravo, roger, basic service, Cambridge QNH 1019er.
1019er, SpitFire Sierra Bravo.
SpitFire Sierra Bravo is a PA-28 manoeuvring to the west of the field up to flight level 90.
Roger, that's SpitFire Sierra Bravo. Okay, so just lower the nose a little bit.
SpitFire Airborne, Duxford will be manoeuvring out to the west.
And I'm just going to bring loads of power off now, Tom.
Okay.
Back to Barbara 132 decimal 8.
Golf Yankee, roger, free call Farnborough.
Thanks, bye-bye.
Golf Lima Yankee, still on frequency.
Okay, I have it. I have control. Okay, so we're all set up with our cruise on. Yeah, oil pressure's good, temperatures are all lovely.
Romeo Oscar Lima Yankee.
And you're welcome to take it back if you like. Try some steeper angles of back if you like.
I have control.
You have control. I'll just trim it forward a bit. Yeah, try a bit of a steeper turn now, Tom.
Roger.
lower the nose a little bit, just a slight check forward. That's lovely. Yeah, that's super. Well done. And now you can reverse it back the other way.
Certainly is sensitive, isn't she?
Yeah, she is. Particularly in pitch, i.e., you know, moving the control column fore and aft. Okay, I have control.
You have control.
And I'll just show you some steeper angles of bank. So then we could just come on to thing, and then you'll be used to that from your ultimate high. That's the positive G. Yeah.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah, and then I can reverse the turn.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
And that'll bring us round that way.
Certainly is a view.
How are you feeling?
Lovely.
Okay. So do you want to come on the controls again?
Sure.
Yeah, and you can try one of those. I'll just follow you through.
Hey.
Yeah, off you go then. Use about 90 degrees of bank if you like. Keep rolling on, keep rolling on. That's it. Then a little bit of rearward pressure, and that will get us into the turn. A little bit of rearward pressure. Excellent. Well done. And now reverse it all the way back round the other way. Excellent job. Well done.
That feels real good.
Okay, I have control.
You have control.
So what I'm going to do now is we'll put a little bit of power on, and then I'll show you a wing over, which is a bit more of a dynamic manoeuvre.
Frequency change to 134.175.
So a quick check of our temperatures and pressures. They're looking lovely.
Keep recall on. Come on. Recall back to there.
So we use a wing over for changing direction, typically for about 180 degrees. What I'm going to do is just, we'll get about 250 knots, and then we're going to pitch the nose up and then turn to the left. Okay, so you look left as we go. Here we go. Pitching the nose up.
Now departing to the west. Request change to Little Grand to 132 and explain time. Okay, Alpha.
How are you feeling?
Yeah, that's okay.
We could do the classic SpitFire victory roll if you like.
You go for it.
Okay. So I'm going to do roughly the same. Pitch the nose up, but then we'll roll all the way round to the left, okay?
Okay.
So here we go. Looking clear. Nose is coming up. Slight check. And...
That's what it's about.
And then into another wing over. Okay, and then we'll give the engine a rest. So coming back to zero boost, RPM's coming off. Okay, and you have control again, Tom.
I have control.
And turn us through 180 degrees, so we'll go back from where we come. Left or right, doesn't matter. It's quite something, isn't it, looking out over the green fields of England.
Absolutely.
Down over these elliptical wings.
And you can see just so much over the sides, and it just amazes me.
Yeah.
I mean, bearing in mind it's only the second time I've ever flown anything like this.
Yes.
Well, not like a SpitFire anyway.
Just lower the nose a little bit. So we're just losing a little bit of speed as we climb up. That's not too much of a problem. And then I have control.
You have control.
Okay, we'll just dive down and then a little bit of speed. You can imagine just behind us are some buildings, yeah?
Yep.
Just imagine that was an aircraft going in the other way, and we can just roll into the attack and pull it round.
They certainly are an awesome thing, aren't they?
Yeah.
Wish my son could see.
How old's your son?
He's coming up for 90.
Oh, okay. Right, I guess we'll think about heading home. What's your son doing, Tom?
Sorry, Richard.
Well, what is your son doing? Is he still at school or in education or?
No. He's started up on his own.
Right, excellent.
Another son who's not here today, he's gone motocross racing.
Has he? That's a ballsy game.
Not something I would like to do personally. I've broken too much on the road.
Okay, why don't you fly us home then, Tom?
I have control.
You have control, and we'll just keep a little gentle descent going, so you can just lower the nose a little bit. That's super, and then we'll turn right to the north of Cambridge, so you see the big town.
Yep.
Turn us about 90 degrees right. That's it, just check the nose forward a little bit. Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, that's a really good attitude. Just let the horizon go through the nose where you got it now. That's super. Keep that turn going.
That's the only thing up here, I lose my bearings.
That's right, I had a little aircraft out to the right. I had GPS with me yesterday because it was just so hazy. But it's quite, this fairly featureless country round here unless you come across a disused airfield or something.
All looks the same, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, yeah. We're quite lucky, you see the motorway on the wingtip. If you follow that all the way round, it actually ends up at Duxford.
Yep. Been tormenting me over the last few weeks because I've seen this. Well, I don't know if it's this one or the other SpitFire.
Yeah.
And I keep saying to myself, yep, that'll be me soon. That'll be me. And this morning it started pouring hard, and I thought, maybe not then.
Yeah. Cambridge SpitFire Sierra Bravo is 4 miles northwest, and we're now going to head south for Duxford if nothing further like to change en route.
SpitFire Sierra Bravo, continue at Duxford. Goodbye.
To Duxford, thank you, bye. And we could come round to the right a bit more.
I think I can see the airfield. Is that it? Sort of right to our right?
Yeah, to the left. It's just coming under the left wingtip. In fact, if you roll the wings level there, that's it. It's just forward of the left wingtip and a little bit outside the left wingtip. You can see the hangars. You can't see the runways.
Don't think I can see the hangars actually.
Don't worry. We'll find it in a minute.
Yeah, I picked it up. Didn't think I'd be holding the controls of a SpitFire.
Yeah. Well, you've got it all. You've been flying it for ages. There's my hands again. So, yeah, you are most definitely in control. So what we're going to do is, can you see there's a little grass airfield down here called Finmere, which has got 2 mown runways? about 5 fields away from us. And we're just going to skirt round that and then we'll rejoin for Duxford. Okay, Tom, I have it. I have control.
Have control.
And Duxford, SpitFire, Sierra Bravo, 5 miles northwest for rejoin.
SpitFire, Sierra Bravo, report downwind, runway 24 left hand, QFE 1016.
Score downwind, 24 left, 1016, SpitFire, Sierra Bravo.
Complete November at Alpha for 24, ready for departure.
Complete November, report lined up on hard.
Okay, complete November.
Quite a slippery machine this, so it takes a bit of time to slow down, and we need to get it below 160 to drop the gear down, and also we don't like to have the engine idling, so we like to keep a little bit of positive power on it. So we have to plan our arrival a little bit, just in terms of managing the energy. But you can see now we're about 155, so I'm in a good place to take the gear. You can see, if you look out on the left wingtip now, you've got the runway just going away from us.
Duxford information, classic wing 7, ready for taxi, 2 on board, west, a 20-minute flight.
Wing 7, Bravo 24 left, QNH 1020, report ready.
1020, Bravo 24 left, look out, classic.
Bravo, traffic departed the hard, outbound to the west, initially outbound to Nottingham.
SpitFire, Sierra Bravo, we're just joining downwind 24 left now.
Roger, report final.
Okay, here comes the gear.
Sierra Bravo, visual with it now.
Okay, got the gear. So that's the gear, Tom.
For some reason I thought you'd hear it go down, but you don't, do you?
No. So we got the gear down, we got the pitch on the propeller, we've put the propeller into the equivalent of first gear, and now we just got the flaps to come.
Bravo ready for departure.
37 grass runway, take off your discretion.
Here comes the flaps.
300 degrees, 12 knots.
Roger, classic 10,
So pitch is forward, undercarriage is down, flaps are good.
End your discretion on the hard, the surface wind 310 degrees, 12.
That's on.
Bravo, right across grass, back to your park.
Right, grass for parking, SpitFire, Sierra Bravo. How are you feeling?
Absolutely fantastic.
Jolly good. Tom, so if you look up,
Yep.
not the red ball, I say again, not the red ball, but if you look, you've got the 2 yellow tabs, and joining the 2 yellow tabs is a black grab handle.
That's right.
Yeah?
Yep.
You can grab hold of that, give it a sharp tug,
Yep.
and that will move the canopy, open it, and move it aft. Yep. Give it a bit more of a tug. I'll tell you what, pull the yellow tabs towards you. Yeah. Yeah, and that's it. Got it? You can push it back. I'll just let you have some air.
That smells good.
Yeah. I can see you're a petrol head.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And if you can just drop your head down and get the mic out of the wind, or just put your hand over your mic.
That's it.
Yeah, that's good. And SpitFire Sierra Bravo crossing the grass.
SpitFire Sierra Bravo, Roger, thanks.
And now heading on 310 and changing en route frequency. Thank you very much for your help.
Golf Lima November, Roger, it's our pleasure. Have a good trip. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Right, I'm going to switch everything off and I'll be with you in a second.
Okay.